All right, folks, so it's not just the XRP Ledger validators that are flipping the switch today. We now have 9 yes votes on the AMM amendment. Love to see it. But we do, in fact, have Ripple flipping the switch today. A new partnership here with the National Bank of Georgia just announced. So they are going to be partnering up here with the National Bank of Georgia on the Digital Lari, or the GEL pilot project. The pilot will leverage Ripple's award-winning CBDC platform to evaluate practical use cases and benefits for the public sector and businesses. So let's run it back. We have the Palau stablecoin, which was built on the XRPL, not on the CBDC platform, the private layer for central banks that Ripple basically created. They forked the XRP ledger to create this private CBDC layer for central banks. But what was interesting about Palau's project, right, is they did their pilot, the first phase of their pilot, Palau stablecoin on mainnet XRPL. So this is slightly different, but it's just as important. So remember, this is the CBDC private layer. They're going live with the GEL, or the Digital Lari pilot project. And we were already told by Anthony Welfare, head of CBDCs at Ripple, that they had 5 projects that were live that were set to be announced here. And then we had another 5 that were unannounced so far. And then we have conversations with 20 other central banks and governments that are taking place. So this is why it was reported that Ripple was already working with 30 plus central banks and governments. And right here, National Bank of Georgia going live, there'd already been some rumors about Ripple working with them, but this is the announcement that essentially what they're doing here is they're issuing their Digital Lari, the GEL, on the private XRPL. So it would be essentially, the same thing as issuing US dollars or issuing British pounds on the XRPL, or in the case of Palau, the Palau stablecoin, which was a US dollar backed stablecoin. They issued that on the XRPL. Well, in this case, they're basically issuing the asset on the private version of the XRPL. But why this is so important is because at any point, you're going to have that interoperability with mainnet XRPL. So it's similar to the Zahao sidechain, right? The Zahao fork for hooks that just went live, right? Everybody got all stirred up about that, and they were calling it, XRP Plus was going to be the native token for that sidechain. Well, on the EVM sidechain, you have XRP being the native settlement token on that sidechain. Well, for the private CBDC layer, David has said that there's no other XRP that they've created. So essentially what they're doing is they're issuing the asset over there on the private layer. And if you want interoperability with XRP, that can easily be achieved. David shared the metaphor of, pressing the big red button and the walls come down and you have interoperability outside of your walled garden. That is the capabilities that they're bringing to these, these CBDCs on the private ledger. Is at any point when you want interoperability with mainnet XRP, you just press that big red button and you can fire it on up. So this is beautiful to see the success with Ripple. We see the AMMs potentially going live here soon as well. Exciting time to be in the XRP community while the rest of the space is in a bear market, while the rest of the space is getting sued, right? It was just announced yesterday that the SafeMoon founders were getting brought in. They were arrested and charged with fraud. And then you look at the legitimate players in the space like Ripple. Oh, no big deal. Just announcing another partnership with another central bank. CBDC pilot going live on the private version of the XRPL. Love to see it. And this is what sets us apart from the rest of the space. If you appreciate this update and the content that we're bringing on a daily basis, make sure you smash that thumbs up. I did want to let everyone know my website might be down right now. We're updating the website. Make sure you guys check out the new website once it's live. But I know the team's been working on it really hard, and we're excited to update and bring you a refreshed and updated website. That's ZachRector.com. It may be down right now, but get in touch with us. That's all over at my website, ZachRector.com. And make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates. And I will see you guys in the next one. God bless all of you.